This is one of those shirts that I feel like something bad could happen. I don't know why I wore it. Oh well. So today I'm going to do my top 10, not 5, episodes of the entire series. This is hard to do because there's so many episodes, but I'm going to narrow it down to 10, and I think I've done that, and I'm pretty sure I'm happy with it. I have a list, and I think I'm happy with it, I think. 10, I'm going 10 to 1, is Season 1, Episode 6, which is the season finale of Season 1. TS19 is the episode name. I've given you the episode names and everything. It's in my top 10 just because I think it's a great episode. I thought it was a really good way to end Season 1, even though we only had 6 episodes in Season 1. I thought that was a great way to end it. They tied up all the loose ends. There's a lot of really great character development in that episode. It's just an action-packed, really great episode. I really liked it a lot, so, you know, it's not my favorite from Season 1, but it was one of my favorites. The number 9 is Season 2, Episode 13, Beside the Dying Fire. I think there's one sole reason why I put this episode on this list, and it's because this is the episode where Michonne shows up. This is the first episode she appears in, and I'd been waiting for her to show up for so long, and I was so happy when she did. I was just over the moon, so happy. So it's mostly Michonne, which puts this on my list, that episode in general, but once again, there's a lot of really great character stuff in that episode. That's kind of when Rick lays down the law, and the Rick-Tator ship sets sail and all that. It was just, I really liked that episode, and that's the season finale of Season 2. There's season finales all over the place. Okay, number 8 is Season 3, Episode 15, This Sorrowful Life. There's going to be a theme to this, I think, and it's because there's a lot of Michonne episodes on my list. This is the episode where Rick kind of debates whether or not to give Michonne to the governor, and I kind of hated Rick a little bit in this episode. Well, I mean, that hate's a strong word. I felt aggravated towards him through most of this episode. The fact that he even considered doing that to her after everything, I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, we know he's still going to try and kill you anyway, you know, and I think Rick knew that deep down, but again, there's a lot of really great stuff from Rick that episode. What? Oh. So, that episode is hands down one of my favorites. I thought it was one of the best episodes from Season 3. And of course that's also the episode where Merle dies, and I love Merle, and it's just a great episode all around. I love it. Okay, number 7 is Season 4, Episode 2, Infected. Of course, this is the episode where that weird pig flu happens. This is one of those episodes where we saw all the characters for the most part. I love those episodes. I don't really like it when they split the groups up and do it like they have this past season. I don't really like it when they do that, but, you know. Sometimes it makes sense and sometimes it doesn't, but this is one of those episodes where we saw pretty much everybody, and pretty much everybody had some type of screen time, and I really liked that storyline of the whole weird sickness hitting. I didn't expect it, which is why, you know, I think the world's already sucky enough, and then everybody had to go get sick. But I did like that episode, and I liked that they had that weird, like, crazy flu happen. Okay, and then number 6 is Season 3, Episode 11, I Ain't a Judas. This is the episode where Andrea shows up at the prison to try and, like, you know, find out what happened, talk everybody down and stuff. Didn't work out, of course, but this will always be one of my favorite episodes because Michonne and Andrea finally got to have that conversation that I felt they should have had a long time ago. You guys know I'm not Andrea's biggest fan, but at the same time, I understand why she did certain things, but I just don't really agree with her all the way around, you know? But there's a lot of really great, like, seeing her reunite with everybody, you know, from the Atlanta camp and everything was really cool. I really liked that a lot. And I got some, like, sick enjoyment out of Rick being mean to her, so, I really love that episode, too. Joke's on me, went to edit this and realized the last clip in it was blurry as all get out, so now I gotta do it again. Okay, so I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I did last time. Number 5 is Season 4, Episode 8, Too Far Gone. This is the mid-season finale of Season 4, which I feel was the strongest mid-season finale. Of course, Herschel died, the prison fell, and finally the governor died. I felt like it was the perfect mid-season finale. I loved every minute of it, even though it made me cry like a mother. Number 4, Season 3, Episode 7, When the Dead Come Knocking. This is the episode when Michonne shows up at the prison. This will always be like one of my all-time favorite episodes because I waited so long for her to show up there and she finally did, and I was so happy. And her and Rick having like eye sex at the fence, it was the best. Don't tell me that's what they weren't doing. I know that's what they were doing, and it was hot, okay? So yeah, and just seeing how everybody reacted to her also was like one of my favorite things. Like, y'all can't mess with Michonne. Number 3 is Season 4, Episode 11, Claimed. This is, of course, the episode where Joe's group is, revealed into the house, and, Rick kills that guy in the bathroom, and he hides out under the bed, and then Michonne and Carl have their little bonding thing, and, Crazy Cheese, the Crazy Cheese, and then we learned a lot more about Michonne in that episode, which I thought was great. I loved every minute of that episode. It had action, it had heart, it had everything. I love that episode. And Roshone bonding, oh my gosh. Number 2 is Season 3, Episode 12, Clear. This is the episode when Morgan shows up again after we never thought we'd see him again. And once again, Rick, Carl, and Michonne bonding. This was like the episode where they finally, accepted her. Finally, after all that time she'd been there, they finally accepted her into it and started to be nice to her, and even Rick flirting back behind the car, and that's totally what he was doing. I love that episode. It's probably one of my favorite episodes that those 3 are in. I just loved every minute of it. Once again, another great episode. I didn't see a weak link in that episode. It was phenomenal. Okay, and then my number 1 is Season 1, Episode 1, Days Gone By. This will always be my all-time favorite episodes. First episode of the series, I felt like it set the tone for the series perfectly. I loved every minute of this episode. It made you sympathize with the characters. It made you laugh at some parts. It made you ridiculously depressed at some parts. It was absolutely perfect every second, and it will always be my favorite. I will never forget seeing Rick get out of that car the first time, and I was hooked immediately. I was like, oh my god, yes, this is everything I've been needing in my life, and it was true. So yeah, that's my top 10. What are your top 10 favorite episodes of the series? You guys know I always love to know what you think about things. So be sure to leave me your top 10 in the comment section, and we'll do what we did last time. Talk about it and conversate and all that. That's gonna be it for this video. So until next Sunday, y'all know I come around on Sundays. So until next Sunday, this is Officer Friendly, over and out. Bye-bye!